What's going on? It's your boy Yo Scruggs out here in the playground out here in Brooklyn. This is actually the playground where I work out at. If y'all seen some of my other videos with that, but I'm on a different part of the playground now. Anyway, want to discuss a few topics. First topic I want to discuss are these masks. I've come up with a term. I'm gonna say I invented it, maybe I didn't. It's not like I'm gonna make any money off this, but I call it maskerers. So I feel like we got three types of people going on out here. You got your full-time maskerers, you got your part-time maskerers, and you got your never maskerers. Now, a maskerer is somebody that wears a mask through the COVID. You got people like me. I wear it all the time. If I go outside, I got the mask on. I go in the store, I got the mask on. Even at work, I work at a shelter. When I'm in the office alone, I'll take the mask off. But when I go out and I'm around other people at work, I put the mask on. I feel like I'm talking about a Jim Carrey movie. Then you got your part-time maskerers. That's the people where, I'll give you an example. They won't wear the mask if they're outside, but if they have to go into a store, they'll put the mask on. They won't wear a mask if they're in the car alone, but if they're in the car with other people, they'll put the mask on. That's your part-time maskerers. Then you got your never maskerers. The people that's like, I don't give a damn about no COVID. I don't give a damn about any germs. I'm not wearing a mask for whatever reason. I have a lot of theories on people that, I have a lot of theories on all three. The reason why I wear a mask all the time is because, and like I said again, nobody wears the mask 100% of the time. Like I'm out on the playground now, there's nobody around me. So I have the mask on, but I'll pull it off my nose and mouth. Might take it even all the way off. But the reason why I wear it all the time, for a few reasons. One, in case this whole COVID thing is as bad as they say it is, I have mixed feelings. Maybe I think it's probably not as bad as they say it is if you're not elderly or have a serious underlying condition. But at the same time, I don't want to be somebody that may be, and it's starting to rain out here. I hope I could get this some time in and this rain ain't too bad. But I don't want to walk around on my conscience that maybe I have it and I spread it to somebody, whether I know them or not, whose immune system or has underlying conditions, and I feel like I'm the one that, gave it to them. So to me, I'm more on the better safe than sorry. For the people that never ever wear it, I think most people fall into the partial or part-time maskerers. But for the people that never ever wear it, hey, I mean, I think it's selfish, to be honest. But at the same time, I've given up on trying to tell people you got to wear. I mean, it's free. Well, shit, it used to be a free country. I don't know what it is now. But I'll say it's a free country. I guess you got a right to wear the mask or not. What I also don't get is I'm in Brooklyn, one of the hardest hit areas. And it's crazy because you would think here would be one of the places that people would really wear the mask. But I see people going into coffee shops. I mean, small stores, small bodegas. I'm gonna put the umbrella up and see if I can do this with people going into coffee stores. Small places where they even tell you, like here, most stores have one there. The mask is required, but people are not respecting it. And it's like you can't blame the stores because unless you got armed security, like who's really going to stand at their store and try to, especially these local mom and pop small stores, who's really going to stand there and police people coming in without a mask? As bad as they may want you to, and they may put the signs on the door, but who's trying to get into a physical altercation, a verbal altercation with people coming in all day that's like, yo, I'm not wearing the mask. And then you also figure they don't want to lose business, so if they start trying to send people away for not wearing masks, they're probably also thinking, well, we already in rough times financially. I don't want to turn people away for not wearing a mask and I lose that business. So it's kind of a damned you do, damned if you don't situation with that. But me personally, I put the mask on. It's not that big of an inconvenience for me. I'd rather be safe than sorry. For the people that never wear it, I just pray to God that you ain't spreading it to somebody that's going to harm them. But obviously, those people have a better, I don't know if it's better or worse conscience than me. I guess they just ain't worried about it. So that's one thing. But I will say this much. I am slowly starting to wear the mask less, slowly. Now, what I mean by that is I'm still wearing it. Like if I'm around people, especially indoors, the mask is on. I'm starting to wear it a little bit less, like outside. You know, I'll pull it down more. I'll keep it to the side if I know people not around, like I'm doing now. Like what I'm doing right now, even before, I wouldn't even do this. Like I would still have it up and on and all the way, covering my mouth. Now the next topic is what's going on with the riots. I'll say this. With the riots, the protests, the looting, I've already touched on this before, but as time goes on, I think about it more and more. As a matter of fact, before I get into that, we keep it funky over here. You see, we got the wine, but it's in the bodega cup. And I actually got something coming soon called wine and bodega cups. Give me a minute, y'all. That's how we keep it over here. We keep it sorry about moving around. We keep it ghetto, but we also keep it classy. That's actually the most expensive wine I bought. For some reason I went out and I bought something, just moved me. It was like, yo, buy this $45 bottle of wine. That's expensive for me. I mean, I don't know, maybe other people, I know for some people that's nothing, but it's actually pretty damn good. But anyway, I'll say this, as far as the protesters, the riots, the looting, most of these protests, 90% of it is peaceful from the protester side. And I feel like the news, the media, social media, everybody's hyping up, of course, when it turns violent, when it turns reckless. And then you got half the people saying, well, it's the cops making it it's the cops being reckless, it's the cops being aggressive as usual. Then you got the other side saying, well, no, it's the protesters that are being unruly and being dangerous and breaking the law, etc. And I think we understand which side most people fall on based on the type of person they are. They'll just keep it a buck. My thing is, I'm not for the looting, but at the same time, if the looting overall is bringing more attention, negative or positive, they say there's no such thing as bad press. The reason why I say that, next time a cop decides, I want to choke this person out, I want to beat the heck out of this person, or what have you, maybe in the back of their mind they'll think, damn, do I want to be the next face of police brutality? Do I want to be the next face of, damn, this one event triggered all this looting? And that's where I take the positive in all the chaos. Maybe cops now would think, damn, do I want to be that cop that's going to incite, that's going to do something to a black man or a black woman or anybody in general now? Because as you see on the news, the cops is even getting at white people now. If you out there protesting, they getting at you. They like, oh, you want to be part of this? You the ops now, as they say. So, and that fact, I say, the more chaos that is going on, I think it brings even more negative and positive attention to the movement. And I think overall that helps. And overall that helps. And the police moving forward will say, damn, do I want to be that guy that's going to do something that I didn't have to do to a black man, black woman, or any individual, that's going to spark all this all over again? If that makes sense. We've been peaceful protesting since my parents was kids. And not to say things haven't gotten better in a lot of ways, yes, but we still got a long way to go. And I believe it's Martin Luther King that said, and this quote been going around with everybody, rioting is the voice of the unheard. And don't get me wrong, most of these people looting, yeah, most of them had nothing to do with the cause. A lot of them are, don't get me wrong, a lot of them are just people that are just taking advantage of the situation. No matter what situation you got going on in this world, you're going to have people take advantage of it. So some of them are people that are just taking advantage of the situation. But then also some of them are agents. Come on, man. I've been to 2 protests, and I've seen, I'm a paranoid person in general. That's in general, I'm a paranoid person. So I'm always looking around what's going on. And it was stuff, I'll give you an example. One of the protests I went to down by Barclays, which was actually the first one I went to, I walked past a car. It was a Jeep on the side, and there was 4 black guys in there. 4 black guys that looked like me, around the same age as me. Looked like we could have grew up next door to each other. And they were in the car, and they were screaming out the window. They didn't get out the car, because I watched them the whole time. But they were in the car screaming out to everybody, this bullshit-ass protest. This protest bullshit. All y'all gonna do is walk. Y'all not gonna do anything else. Y'all just gonna walk. This is bullshit. And I'm sitting there like, yo, something ain't right about this. 4 black guys in a car at a protest for police brutality and Black Lives Matter, and there's 4 random black guys sitting on the side in a Jeep, basically egging people on, antagonizing the protesters. Just like this was going on with the bricks being left out. With seeing seeing policemen in plain clothes breaking windows and everything. So there's people out there that are inciting these riots and throwing fuel on the fire on purpose, because they want to divide the country. They want to divide people by race, age, gender. It's an agenda. I don't know if it's one of I'm not gonna name any of these groups because of the algorithms on YouTube. So I don't know if it's any of these groups. Y'all know the groups they've been saying out there that it may be. Who knows? But I know from the protests I've seen and some of the video footage I've seen on social media, there's definitely people that are coming out, and they have a purpose, and that's to try to make things violent, try to make things unruly, and continue the civil unrest to escalate. And then on the other side with the cops, you got a lot of cops. I'm sure they tired of people talking trash about them. They tired of people talking trash about them. They tired of having to sit out during protests. And they're getting aggressive, and they're doing look, not a cop, never would want to be, but now they're letting their emotions get the best of them. So now they're deciding, oh, well, I'm gonna show you who's boss. So you want to try to get us fired, you want to claim police brutality against all of us, but now we're gonna lash out, and we're gonna really give you something to be upset about. And then it's like you don't know people's true intentions. I see cops now taking a knee with people, walking with people, and you hope it's genuine. Because I know there got to be plenty of cops, black and white, that are seeing these videos and probably even know a lot of things that their coworkers have done. They're probably like, yo, this ain't what it's supposed to be. We supposed to be serving and protecting. This is not what it's supposed to be like. So I do believe there's a lot of them that are on the side of justice, or on the side of righteousness, and do believe that they're there to serve and protect and not to physically or mentally abuse people. And maybe they are, and maybe this is the time where they feel like we can really start speaking out now. But I also know there's a lot of those cops that know it's wrong, but they also feel as though I can't say nothing. I can't say anything against my coworkers, because now I'm going to be alienated, ostracized from my coworkers and my job. So it all depends on where your moral compass is, how much you put doing what's right versus your job. I don't know. We all got to face that, I guess, to a certain extent at our place of employment. We all have people that do stuff that we know they shouldn't do, and then you have to make that decision. Is it something I should tell supervisor or whoever, or report, or go to the news, or whatever you want to call it. Couple other things. If you notice on my head, I got these 2 lines. Yo, I'm bugging, y'all. This is what you do when you've been in quarantine and the world is crazy. I got these 2 lines on my head, these 2 little patches of hair. If y'all can see that, those are two lines I did on there that are supposed to symbolize balance, equality, parallel. That all humans that we need to get this world to where everybody's equal, everybody's parallel, everybody's balanced. I can't really grow hair in most places, but I got those 2 little strips on there just to that's what that is. I try to keep that on my head so I remember that. That's basically what it symbolizes. So I remember that to stay balanced, stay parallel, everybody's even, nobody's above somebody else. Last thing I'm gonna get to. There's a YouTuber, as he calls himself, a big YouTuber, named Hassan Campbell. Now, Hassan Campbell came to, I don't want to say fame, but he came to be most known as he was molested by Africa band bodies from the Bronx. And this was a brother, I've been watching his videos on YouTube for the last 2 years because he does a lot of social injustice, social awareness, the plight of black people, and just his views on the world overall. And I really was enjoying this brother's videos. I mean, for 2 years, really, like non-stop watching him, and I really thought this guy was somebody that was really here to help better the world, better the black community. And he kept making it a point. His name, they call him Poppy. And if you see him, you would think he was maybe Puerto Rican or black and white mix or Dominican maybe. But he makes it a point to say that, he always makes it a point to say that he's black, even though people are trying to say he's not. I now don't believe that. I now think that he really is Dominican. I mean, he goes by the name Poppy. Me personally, I've been around a long time. I've never met a black man that went by the name Poppy. I've never met one. So I believe he is Dominican. And with everything that's going on with a lot of Dominicans coming out saying they don't want to be known as black. And I have no problem with that. If you're Dominican and you feel as though even if you look like me, I've seen Dominicans as dark as me, with hair like me. Even if you don't want to be, you don't consider yourself black, that is fine. You have a right to not want to be, to feel as though you're not black Dominicans. I don't have no problem with that. I know a lot of people are upset about that. The only thing I will say is, if you're not black, stop saying nigga. Because now that's ignorant and disrespectful. If you're not black, stop saying nigga. Don't say we not black, but we gonna keep saying nigga. Because now you're being racist. That's how I see it. If you don't want to be black, fine. That is your prerogative. But stop saying nigga if you're one of the Dominicans that say, well, we ain't black. Because y'all use it more than I do. Not all of y'all, but some of y'all. But back to Hassan. And I feel like with Hassan, now that things are really getting heated, this is like the most intense civil unrest we've had since I've been watching this brother's videos. I really feel like, as he says, he's an agent. Because it really started hitting me. This guy I shouldn't say never. I'll say out of 90% of the stuff he says, it's 90% negative about black people. It's always, I hate you roaches. I hate you dirty niggas. You filthy this, you filthy that. Y'all make me. I started realizing like everything he says damn near is negative about black people. Which makes me think, well, has your whole agenda this whole time been, I'm going to get on here and I'm going to pretend that I'm all for helping out the black people, but really I'm here to down them and help lower their self-esteem and lead them into a negative direction. And I'm kind of hurt by that. Because there ain't too many people on YouTube I follow as far as these type of serious subjects. So I'm definitely a little hurt that I feel like we got duped and misled, and that this brother isn't really here for black people, but he's really here to tear us down and be negative towards us in the form of somebody that's really trying to help us. I don't know that for sure, but that's the way I feel right now. And I'm no longer listening to that brother. I'm no longer a supporter of that brother, and that's just me. So I know we covered a lot of stuff. I'm out here in the rain. For y'all. I made a mistake and I came out with my suede Jordans on. Of course, they getting wet in the rain. Oh, another thing too. I just seen, literally before I came out here, I just saw that Jordan and Jordan Brand donated $100 million to basically overall Black Lives Matter social change. And I see people killing them. Look, I know Jordan hasn't done for the black community a lot of things that people wish he did. But how we gonna knock him now? Like, we say we want this, he steps up and finally does something, and then we still say, well, it's too late, or we don't believe you. So, hey, if it's just starting now, if this is the first time he's doing it, and he's putting his money up, because that's the main thing I've been doing. I've been donating money to all that stimulus check we got. That's basically what I've been doing. I said, if I got that stimulus check, I didn't spend a penny of that stimulus. Fortunately, I still been working. So every penny of that stimulus check, my plan is to donate that to people that need bail, donate that to social reform for issues that affect the black community, and black businesses that have been hit by looting and also due to COVID. So that's where I'm putting my money where my mouth is. All right. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. Do you know Hassan Campbell? What's your thoughts? Are you a mass wearer? Where do you fall at? Your thoughts on the protests and everything. Your boy O Scruggs. Peace.